These people who traffic kids, they will come in, dress very well, all right, put on perfume, smell good, look cute, they have some little cash they will spend. What are they trying to do? They are trying to show you that life abroad is very easy. In fact, once you step your feet in abroad, you start picking dollars on the street. That's what they want to show you, so that you will be interested to follow them to the journey. They will tell you that there are jobs in Ghana, in Cote d'Ivoire, in Niger, in Cotonou, in any part of the world of their choice where they want to traffic you to. They will tell you, don't worry, we will make your traveling document, we will sponsor the passport and all this thing. You won't know what is behind this hotel. So by the time they buy you clothes, make you feel so happy and comfortable, and you think all that glitters is gold. No, it's not. It's when you get to that country, they will now tell you that they have expended $50,000 or $200,000, which you have to pay them back. Now, they give you comfort the first day, second day, they push you to the field. My dear, you are in there for prostitution. That is why you are there. They will collect your traveling documents so that you can't escape. They will collect your phone so that you can't reach out to anybody. They take you to the chanties, the brothel where they are using. Different men will be, sleeping with the lady. They will tell you are paying your debt. So you will serve these people with your body for years. So when anybody comes to you to tell you there are jobs abroad, there are this, there are that, is a lie. It's a fat, big lie. Hello, my people. Welcome to my channel today. We have quite a whole lot of things, that's going on within the country, Nigeria. A few days ago, Martin Vincent Ose, popularly known as Verydarkman, took a trip to Ivory Coast, and while in Ivory Coast, his attention was drawn on some kids, some children of Nigerian descent who were found in Ivory Coast that were trafficked by the human trafficking ring. According to what he presented in the numerous videos that he has made concerning that, he said that these girls were taken to Niger, to do their normal, begging and stuff like that. And from there, they found themselves in Ivory Coast. Unfortunately, these children, none of them is up to 15 years of age. Most of them are 13 years, 12 years, and the rest of them. And they were trafficked to Niger for, human trafficking and sex trafficking, as the case may be. So it was a sad story. But fortunately for, the kids, most of them were rescued. And then I think the main issue that remains is on how to, kind of repatriate them back to the country. Now, I think the government is really failing in its responsibilities as a nation. One, let's analyze, the key components that has led to all what you are seeing that is happening today. First and foremost, we recall that Nigeria has a lot of porous borders, and that is one of the reasons why you see the killer herdsmen, coming in from different countries around our borders, to graze in our land, and from there they have, misunderstanding with communities, and they start killing people within the communities. They invade people's farm, and it leads to all kinds of crises. A lot of, the states have been in this pain for quite some time. You remember the Agato, what happened in the Agato community in Benue State, in the southeast, in the Enugu, Yamufu community, in Uromi recently, and a whole lot of them, even in Ondo State. So this has been a recurring decimal because we have porous borders. Now, how were these kids taken from Kano State to cross to Niger in the first place? It's because the borders are porous. And these human traffickers and sex traffickers, they know the areas that they can pass through to navigate their journey. And it was quite ridiculous. How can a country, have this kind of porous borders across different states? And government is doing nothing to fix that. They are doing nothing to establish a border as, put in immigration police, and the rest of them to protect the territorial integrities of the country. So that is one. Because of the porous borders, these kids were able to be easily taken, from where they are in Kano across to Niger, and from Niger, they were able to get them documents and take them, to Ivory Coast. And they travel by road to enter Niger. Nobody saw them, nobody found them. Or is it that there are officials who are on the way, on the highway, and they collect their normal egunje and let them pass? So these are the issues that we need to start fixing, because when you don't leave these issues on the board, it continues to escalate. That's one part of it. The second part of it is issue of poverty. And you recall people be always shouting on national TV, on X, tweeting all the time that government should begin to pull people out of poverty. That is the main issue. Ask yourself, what are the proper program that the government is doing today? Where are they? Is there any program like that is trying to pull people out of poverty? No, there's none. So what they care about is themselves. What they care about is awarding huge contracts like the coastal highway, awarding huge contract where they can make so much money. So they don't care about the people that they govern. They don't care. And the poverty in the land has risen tremendously. Previously, I think before Buhari's administration or during Buhari's administration, the number of people, that are within the poverty region was about 33 million or thereabout. So today, with this severe economic hardship, obviously they will be getting up to 200 million as we speak. So when you look at the poverty level in the country, many people can't afford even food, not to talk of basic necessity like shelter, and all that. You had a man who the wife was pregnant. He got to the hospital. They say he's going to deposit 500K before they can start, treating the lady. But the man doesn't have it. I saw people, castigating him that he has 9 months notice, the first question is, what does he do? Which job does he do? How does he earn income? That is the first question. Is there any job in the country? People don't have jobs. So how do they earn income? So people are, blaming the man and all that. Yes, he has a responsibility to plan and prepare for the delivery of his child. But as the case may be, he doesn't have it. And the wife died because of 500K. So I saw a video of the man saying he doesn't have 500K, but he was able to raise up to 100K, asking them to take that one while he continued to walk around to get the rest. But still, it didn't work out. And then we lost a pregnant woman with the baby altogether. So this is what poverty can do. But the people in government, they don't care. So poverty is a major problem in the country. And that is why when these human traffickers and sex traffickers come to these kids, whatever they tell them, they believe and they follow them. Because even the life they are living in Nigeria has no meaning because there's no way to survive. So they follow them. Some of the kids don't even know, what people are saying. They only hear Hausa. So when Verydarkman came, with them, he came up to them and started speaking Hausa. That was when they spoke for the first time because they don't understand English, they don't understand French, they don't understand any language apart from Hausa. You can see how they have created this kind of situation in the country where people are not educated. People of their age in any part of the country where education is key can speak English. They can express themselves in English, but these kids, they couldn't. They can only speak Hausa language, which only them can understand. So when we are talking about investing in education, when we are talking about pulling people out of poverty, this is what we are trying to avert. We are trying to avoid this kind of scenario. So poverty is a major problem in the country that the government need to invest heavily in pulling people out of poverty, in investing in education. A child of 13 years cannot express herself in English language. And every year we budget billions of naira, both in the state level, in the local government level, and at the federal level. Where does those money go to? That is the question. Why are these kids not having access to education? Where is universal basic education? They say it's free, but these kids are taken to Niger to beg instead of being in school. So they said basic education is compulsory. So if it's compulsory, these kids, how can they express themselves in English, at least speak some little? These kids, why are they not in school? Why are they begging in Niger? How did they find themselves in Ivory Coast? So these are the questions we need to answer. So, but the fact remains that the government is not doing anything to solve all this kind of mirage of problems, but they are focusing on what benefits them. That's all they care about. So recently, I saw that Verydarkman, through his NGO, NAPTIP initiative, has even donated 20 million naira to NAPTIP to support them in getting the girls back, because there was a kind of misunderstanding between Verydarkman, Abike Dabiri of NIDCOM, that's Nigerian the Diaspora Commission, and the NAPTIP. So, but all those things are too unnecessary. If whatever is transpiring among the three groups, I don't think it's the main issue now. The main focus is on how to get these little girls back to Nigeria. All right. And unfortunately, you can hear Nigeria and the Diaspora Commission are shouting that they are not well funded. They don't even have resources. Even Abike Dabiri was saying that she was using even her personal resources, to help. Now, NAPTIP is also saying the same thing. National Agency for the Provision of Trafficking in Person, NAPTIP, they are also complaining of no funding. And that is why the Verydarkman, through his NGO, has donated 20 million naira to them. So he has gotten to the point that it is non-citizens that are funding government agencies. That means government has failed. That's what it is. Government has totally collapsed. That individuals are now the one providing resources to help government to go and bring their citizens out of the country back home who are stranded. You recall that Some years back, an American citizen was kidnapped in Nigeria. And what happened? They have to send SEAL team, about six SEAL team guys who came into the country, in a covert operation. And they killed the terrorists and they rescued their citizen, just one citizen. And they sent SEAL team. But in Nigeria, according to Verydarkman's, information, that is about 1,200 kids that are there in the shanties in Ivory Coast, 1,200. And look at what is going on in Nigeria. NAPTIP, NIDCOM, we say, no, it's not our responsibility, it's NAPTIP. We have been helping the way we can. We have been supporting the way. Blame them. This is not me or it's this person. But if it's America, you traffic their kids to that country, they will land there the next day with hellfire until they rescue those kids, because they value their citizens. They value the life of their citizens. But in Nigeria, they don't care. Herdsmen will come, wale a whole community, kill 52 like they did in Plateau, nothing will happen. Highest you hear is the government will issue a statement. That's all. And it ends there. Those who are dead are gone. Their families are in pain, their properties are destroyed, and nothing will happen. Is that how to build a nation? So these are the things that Nigeria need to start coming up and begin to challenge, because if we continue like this, there's a time that you can't even sleep in your house. It's coming. It is coming. So look at the young girls, small girls who are supposed to be in their schools, find themselves in Ivory Coast, trafficked by people. So parents, as you can see, that government is not there to help you. You need to help yourself. What are you supposed to know? First, these people who traffic kids, they traffic them in different ways. I'm going to mention some of the ways. Number one, they will come in, dress very well, all right, put on perfume, smell good, look cute, they have some little cash they will spend. What are they trying to do? They are trying to show you that life abroad is very easy. In fact, once you step your feet in abroad, you start picking dollars on the street. That's what they want to show you, so that you will be interested to follow them to the journey. They will tell you that there are jobs in Ghana, in Cote d'Ivoire, in Niger, in Cotonou, in any part of the world of their choice where they want to traffic you to. They will tell you there are jobs. There are hotels who are looking for employees, that if you are just washing plates, they pay you $20 per hour. And you will work for 8 hours a day. You can do overtime of 5 hours, which is 13 hours, right? When you press calculator, $20 times 13 hours, it gives you some hundreds of dollars, right? So when they show you that, and I say you now work for the whole week, you now work, that by the time you spend 6 months, you'll be making millions. And the moment they press the dollar, they convert it to naira, right? They can see how many million in naira. Their head will be so big that, wow, this is what I'll be making. Why am I wasting here in Nigeria? I will go. I'm ready. I'll go. I'm ready. They will tell you, don't worry, we will make your traveling document, we will sponsor the passport and all this. You won't know what is behind this whole thing. So by the time I don't know how they will, process all those documents from immigration and all those things. Probably they may have their insiders who are working for them. It's obvious. So when they get all these traveling documents for you, they will now be telling you that this is the day of the trip. They buy you clothes, make you feel so happy and comfortable, and you think all that glitters is gold. No, it's not. It's when you get to that country, they will now tell you that they have expended $50,000 or $200,000, which you have to pay them back. Now, they give you comfort the first day, second day, they push you to the field. What are you supposed to be doing? You'll be asking them, where is the hotel? Where are you supposed to do the work? My dear, you are in there for prostitution. That is why you are there. They will collect your traveling documents so that you can't escape. They will collect your food so that you can't reach out to anybody. They take you to the chanties, the brothel, where they are using. Different men will be, sleeping with the lady. Different men. They have collected money from the men. Your own is to keep your body for the man. So no one naira comes to you. They collect everything. They will tell you are paying your debt. So you will serve these people with your body for years. They will be using you and using you and using you and using you. So that's how many girls have been trapped abroad. I know I did one video on one guy from Imo State who trafficked 15 girls, underage girls. I think the highest there was 16 years. And including his own sister was part of the girls he trafficked to Ghana. Yes. If you check my videos, one of my videos, we see them there. So even his own sister was part of the people he trafficked. That they are sleeping with different men. And they are taking the money. So when anybody comes to you to tell you there are jobs abroad, there are this, there are that, it's a lie. It's a fat big lie. I'm in the diaspora. I know what it takes to survive abroad. I know what it takes to make money abroad. Abroad is not Nigeria, where you can come from Niger today and start selling okpa on the road. No. Abroad, you must have documents before you even work in the first place. You must have work permit. And you are supposed to be there legitimately. When you come in illegally, they catch you, you go to prison, they deport you. So, all the things they are telling you are lies. They will be so nice to you. The moment you land in that country, they will become so hostile to you. They collect everything from you. You can't reach out to your people. You can't reach out to friends. You can't reach out to anybody. Nobody knows where you are. They cut you off from all forms of communication. No internet in the house where you are. You are trapped. And that's what you do for years. Contact all kinds of sicknesses and diseases. In fact, some of them are taken to go and sleep with dogs for rich people who pay good sums of money. They are not even seeing the money. They collect all the money and you just provide your body. The dogs will sleep with them. They collect thousands of dollars from those people and they contact all kinds of sickness and die. Some of them die, along the way. And if you misbehave, they can buy you there because nobody knows where you are. So these are the issues. That's what they told the kids. They are going to beg in Niger. They cross them to Niger. From Niger, they find themselves in Ivory Coast. And they are dispatching them to men, small girls. And some men have the courage to look at a small girl who is 12 years and they sleep with them. Some of them are for ritual purposes. Some of them are in occultic, unions and things like that. So parents should watch out. Monitor your children. Monitor your kids, both male and female. It's not only girls they traffic male child as well. So watch out for your kids. Some of them go to school. On their way back home, they kidnap them, put a handkerchief on their nose, they inhale something, they fall asleep. They won't know where they are. And you'll be waiting for your child to return home from school. So parents should begin to plan on how to do school runs. Take your child to school, go and pick your child from school. These people are everywhere. They have people who their job is to kidnap these kids for them. They have people who are giving them information on kids who work alone in different lonely areas. They have people who are working with them, providing information. So people should be very wary of their environment, should be very wary of people you disclose information concerning your children, whether male or female. There's no gender here. They take any gender. They tell you you'll be doing maid somewhere. It's a big fat lie. We have seen many Nigerians that are trapped outside the country. In Lebanon, they are there trapped. In Saudi, they are there trapped. In different kinds of, different countries of the world. They didn't go voluntarily. They were lied to that there's a job waiting for them and they jump into it. We have had people traveling through desert. Some died in the desert in the name of going to Europe and stuff like that. There is nowhere abroad you pick money on the street. You will work your ass out abroad to be able to earn a living. And by the time you have finished paying your bills in abroad, you will have little or nothing left. So it's not easy abroad. Anybody telling you there's a job for you already is a lie. It's a lie. They want to traffic you. So open your eye, shine your eye, be vigilant. Because the enemy is looking who to devour. He's looking for who to devour. Be vigilant. Process information. Many of you have smartphones. Go on the net. Google that country. Is there a job, so job? Ask them which company, which organization, what are they doing? When you probe them, they will run. They will know that you are smart. But many people, they feel, oh, what am I doing in Nigeria? What is my life for in Nigeria? And they jump into such offers that will destroy them forever. So Nigerian government has failed to the point that individuals or NGOs are now donating money to government to be able to bring their stranded children out of the country. Where is the president? He's in France. The president of France is in Egypt. I don't know who has gone to see there. They claim he's going for working visit. What kind of working visit is that? So when you look at this whole issue, you discover that the government in Nigeria, they don't care about anybody. They don't care. All the budgets, what is National Assembly doing? Have they issued a statement? No. No. It's Verydarkman that is carrying this whole thing on his head. It's him. And tomorrow people will still come and talk rubbish about it. You may not like his style, you may not like his ways of operation, but he's attacking critical issues that is going on in the country. And that's the honest truth. He went to Ivory Coast, he would have pretended, even when they brought the thing to his attention, he would have just done what he has come to do and get out. But he still, took it upon himself to blow the whistle, to draw attention of the respective government agencies. But here is where we are. So poverty in Nigeria is endemic. It's endemic. Don't forget, there was hunger protests in August 2024 last year under this administration. What is this administration doing? What are the program are they doing that will help to pull people out of poverty? Jonathan did Shopee. There was NAPTIP then as well. I think during Obasanjo era, there was NAPTIP, Poverty Alleviation Program there, National Poverty Alleviation Program. That was Shopee. Even Buhari did school feeding and all those kind of stuff. What is this government doing? What do they have? They are doing nothing. So people are now asking, you say you are removing subsidy so that government can have savings, right? And fix infrastructure and be able to take care of it. But government is still borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Where are the roads and bridges? Where are the infrastructure? Nothing. That money you are supposed to pay for something that you are not now paying. What happens? That is the question. State governors, what are they doing? People just collect money, blow siren, and that's the end. There is security vote these guys are collecting. What are they doing with this security vote? Can they fix this border? How can people carry children and pass across the border and go to another country or fly to the airport? What is happening? Why are we so careless that we don't care about the kids? So what is the future of this country? What is the future of Nigeria? That is the question we'll be asking. If we cannot deal with these simple issues, what is the future? If our kids are being trafficked on a daily basis. Verydarkman was holding a form that it is 1,200 people that he has. Thank God for the NGOs there who were able to recover those kids that we already recovered. There are many others who are yet to be recovered, just in Ivory Coast alone. We are not talking about Ghana. We are not talking about Niger or Cotonou. We are not talking about other neighboring countries or in the diaspora in Europe and America and South America and the rest of them. We are not talking about that. This is just Ivory Coast. They get easy access to the country, pick these kids, and that's it. So it's quite alarming and it's quite unfortunate how we got here. The economy is biting harder. People have no job, people have no source of livelihood, people have no income, people die like chicken in Nigeria. Why? If herdsmen doesn't kill you, Nigeria will happen to you. If Nigeria doesn't happen to you, you will be kidnapped. If you are not kidnapped and you can't pay ransom, they kill you in the bush, then you'll be trafficked. If you are not trafficked, one chance will catch you and throw you out of the vehicle, you hit your head and die. People just die every day like chicken. Who is talking? Nobody. What has National Assembly said? What has the presidency said? What have state governors said? Nothing. So NAPTIP, now that the Vision to say Martin Ose initiative has provided 20 million, you guys should start working. Maybe more will come. Whatever meaning Nigerians is, government has failed in their responsibility. So I don't know what's the budget they are passing every year. I don't know what is the purpose of the budget. If it cannot address people's problem, then there's no need. If you do budget, you just pay salary for those that are even paying. Where are the monies? President is away for 2 weeks. Nigeria is paying. The taxpayers are paying for his luxury there, and nobody care about it. Now crude oil is falling. I think it's about $60, $60-something now, and Nigeria has benchmark of $75 dollar. So more borrowing is coming, heaping debt on the people. So I don't know. I don't really know. We need to educate our people. National Orientation Agency, this is your mandate. Carry this information. Go down to the interlands, because these people are recruited mostly from remote communities. Sensitize these people. Use jingles. Use banner. Use drama. Contact the traditional rulers. Work with them. Partner with them. Let them begin to disseminate this information, to be wary of those who will come to tell them they have job in Lagos. No, it's not just telling them abroad. Some of them will come and tell them there's a job in Lagos for them, in a hotel, in a place like in this, in that. And they take them to Lagos. From Lagos, few days, they are out of the country. Some don't even tell the parents. They discuss with the kids. Some kidnap the kids and all that. So it's not just about trafficking them abroad. Some are being trafficked within the country as I speak. So sensitization is key. We need to enroll our children in school. We need to have a program for schools, primary, secondary, university, to educate them on this human trafficking issue, the implications, so that information is power. When they know, when people approach them, they will be able to sense what is about to happen. Then the greedy ones, yes, will still go, but that's their choice. But there are people who are there that is not their choice. We can save those ones who doesn't want it, but they find themselves there. But for those who want it and still put their head, that one is fair enough. But let's save those who are willing to be saved. So sensitization is very important. Taking it to the communities through the traditional rulers, emirs, imams, the people in the church, the pastors and all these things, the imams, the clerics. These are the kind of message they should be preaching, not preaching hate and bigotry and division and tribalistic messages. These are the kind of messages they should be preaching to these kids for them to know what is ahead of them. So that when people approach them, they will know and see the red flag and know that this is not a mission to embark upon. So the government need to do more. What they are doing, I don't really understand their direction. I don't even understand what the program they have to improve people's welfare. The major focus of government is to secure life and property and welfare of the citizens. These two key things, if they are failed in it, they are failed woefully. There's no security in the country. They are buying people every day. The welfare of Nigerians, nobody is talking anything about that. There's nothing like welfare for Nigerians. So government has failed. It's a failed state. I feel so, saddened when I saw that video, from Verydarkman. And I felt disappointed when I saw how the Nigerian Diaspora Commission is tweeting, and I feel so disappointed because that's not what it is. Ignore whatever the guy has said, how we presented this giving ultimatum. That's not the issue. Because those people, they're heading that commission. You people have children. So assuming it's your child, will you be fighting with Verydarkman with the way he presented his issue, giving ultimatum and all that? No. You will first go and rescue your child before you now come to address the other part of it. So it's very simple. You just tag NAPTIP, or you call the DG and say, hey, there's one red alert, please. You guys should look at it and see what you can do. That's how interagency works. All right? Then you can now address Verydarkman, the other side, and say, hey, guy, please, I didn't appreciate how you put out this information. This. You guys can sort yourself out behind the scene. But no, Nigeria is Nigeria. If it is rich men children now, assuming it's one of the SA or one of the minister's children that was there, would they be saying all this? They would have sent police, sent the army to go and get it because it's child of an elite. But all those children there, they are from poor people. They are from poor people. That's why they don't care. So it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate what is happening in that country. I want to say thank you to Verydarkman, for blowing this whistle, and also for even supporting through the NGO to help in bringing them back, because the Diaspora Commission is crying of low funding, the NAPTIP is crying of low funding. So where are the budget money going? But we have trillions to do coastal highway. Well, we don't need that coastal highway now. If that money was invested in pulling people out of poverty, invested in education to make sure that Nigerians go to school and school are functional, that money is put in the health sector, Nigerians would have been better off than that coastal highway. That is the honest truth. Is the coastal highway important? Yes. Is it a priority now? No. That is the issue. You prioritize your little resources so that you will make impact. That's how development works. The health sector is in comatose. That's why your president gets sick. He flies out to France. He can't take treatment in Nigeria because he knows that the hospitals are not functional. And he doesn't care to fix them. That is the issue. So it's very sad, the kind of government we run in that country. At times I ask myself, what is the importance of democracy? What is the benefit of democracy if you cannot care for the people? So, I don't know, but we'll continue to speak until we see the changes happening. So, thank you, Verydarkman, for the whistle you've just blown, and we pray that you continue to do more. Thank you for also supporting to see that the keys are brought back to your NGO, and we look forward that the necessary government agency, NAPTIP, and the rest of them, the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, you can't run from it. The keys, these traveling documents to come back home. So it's your responsibility. And the embassy in Ivory Coast and the Minister of Foreign Affairs to ensure that they have the necessary documents to come back to Nigeria. So you can't run from it. If you like, claim that it's NAPTIP responsibility. Their own is to investigate, rescue. And these girls have been rescued. They need to be returned back to the country. And they need embassy. So it is your responsibility as Diaspora and Commission, because the girls are in the diaspora. It is your responsibility, the responsibility of the Minister of Foreign Affairs through their embassy, the embassy in Ivory Coast, to return these girls back home. I know they have tried. I know the NGOs there have tried. I also heard from Verydarkman that the Nigeria in Ivory Coast, they are also trying. They are the people who have supported to gather the girls and taking care of them until now. So all these things are collaborations, partnership. That's how the result will manifest. So guys, I'm gonna leave this matter here. So whatever you have to say concerning this whole issue, in the comment section. Please put it there, and we'll continue to talk about this and debate it, and see how we make things better for the country. So before I leave, I'm going to remind you that if you are new to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel and like and share this video so that other people will begin to learn and understand the root cause of where we are today. And also put on the notification bell so that when my next video drops, you'll be among those to be notified. Do have a wonderful day. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. I'm signing out.